Hey guys, before I start this video, I just wanted to say a couple things. First of all, I got a brand new microphone, so after this video you should start hearing some better audio like this. Also, I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading too many cubing videos as of late. For the most part, it was just me trying out some different other projects on my own, and also the fact that I'm just a little bit too busy to be making cubing videos. However, I'll still try and keep you guys updated. Also, this video is about a month old, so please excuse me if there are a couple cubes missing even now. I'll try to splice them in somewhere later. Anyways, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, what's up guys, it's McNibbler, and today I'm finally going to show you guys my collection. So, let's get into this. Before I start, I have some announcements that I would like to make. For the first one, I finally have over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is so awesome, and I never thought I'd be getting anywhere close to this when I started my channel back in 2007. Admittedly, I didn't think I'd be doing anything in 2007, but still, it's a great honor. I'm glad you guys all like what I'm doing and supporting me. So anyways, because of this, I want to get a little bit closer to my subscribers, and for that, I'm going to hold my very first Q&A. I've never made one of these before, so leave whatever question you want to ask in the comments. I'll try to also ask on like Facebook, on Cubic's friends or something. Leave whatever question you want, and it can be cubing or non-cubing related, and feel free to make it as personal as you want within reasons. I don't know when I'll be answering them, and I don't know how many I'm going to answer, but I'll try to link a response here when I'm done. Finally, I wanted to mention that I finally cleared up some of the issues with my AdSense account, so now I am officially a YouTube partner and can make YouTube revenue!
I'm so excited!
Now let's get on to the actual video. Here is most of my collection I've accrued since late 2009. I'm missing a couple pieces. I know back then I made like paper 3x3, I had some terrible Lego 1x2x3, cardboard 1x2x3, a weird 1x1x7 thing, I don't know. I remember taking pictures of them a while ago, so I'll try and splice in some sort of pictures in this video right now. I'm probably missing a few others that I haven't accounted for, but that's what happens when you've had a collection for so long. Before I start, I guess I should probably talk about cubing equipment. There's not really much to say. I have this stack timer here. I got it from Alex Mass at a competition. Thanks, Alex. Obviously, my mat that I use in all my videos is the 2014 US Nationals, whatever it is. I use for lube Maru and Traxxas 30K, pretty much just Traxxas though. This is the blindfold I use for blind. I think it looks very cute. Here's some Moyu screwdriver. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, now onto the actual collection. I guess we could start with 2x2s in no particular order. This is my first 2x2 I've ever gotten. I got it in 6th grade. It's a 2x2 with animals on it. I got it at the Bronx Zoo, and it's not very good. There's really no redeeming qualities about it. Here is a Cyclone Boys 2x2. I liked it a lot at the time. Now it's okay. Here is another Cyclone Boys 2x2. This one is blue. It's actually a Force Cube I bought at Nationals. This was my main for a while. I don't know why. It's decent. Corner cuts well. Here is a Moyu Lingpo. It's bad, just like all Lingpos. Here's a Chi 2x2, but I had it for 2 days and then it broke because Chi used terrible plastic. Here is a Tanko, also got that from Alex Mass. It's like a slightly better Lingpo, but it's still not that great. And finally, of course, the Diane 2x2, original plastic. I think they used, this is of course my main. It's the best 2x2, I pretty much everybody uses it. Now on to big cubes, I suppose. Sorry about the cut, the camera was a little bit too low. Now you can see everything a bit better. This is my Moyu Aosu, I bought this from a friend. It's decent, but I don't know, I think mine was slightly defective when I got it. I replaced the springs with Weisu soft springs, which made it a little bit better. Shangshao 4x4 Constamodded, I think. I don't know what to say about this. It's decent. Rubik's 4x4. At one point I decided, hey, I want to turn this into a 2x2x6, but I never got around to finishing it, so this is not great. Shangshao 5x5. Yeah, I didn't do much to this. Shangshao 7x7. Not the mini version, it's actually the full-size version. This is how it fits in my hands. It's okay. And of course, how could I leave off this cube? Rubik's 5x5. Yes, I made a video about this a while ago, and I'm sure you all remember it. It's actually just as bad as it was in that video, but yeah, I've had this thing for a really long time and it's still terrible. Let's go on to 3x3s now. Here is a mini 3x3. I don't remember the exact size. A friend just gave this to me. Weird color scheme. Might turn it into a 2x2x3 or something. Bad dollar store cube. Only bought it because you can actually remove the caps and I thought you could maybe tension it, but you can't. Owl-Long Mini. I bought this back when the Owl-Long Mini was just released, and now no one has the V1, and I probably should have just got that instead. It's decent. I use it for OH. Sulong, transparent. I like it. Only got it because it was transparent. You know me. Moyu Dianma. I still like this cube. Everybody hates this, but corner cuts well. It's pretty fast. Doesn't lock up much. I don't know why everyone hates it. They say it's slow, but if you set it up well, it's good. Gans 356 that I traded with a nub. I think the nub wanted my 50mm Zanchi, so he said, I'll give you a Gans 356 for it. So, of course, I couldn't turn that down. A Gans 357 that I traded for a nub. Almost identical story to the last one. Somebody wanted my 42mm Zanchi. I think he was actually friends with the other guy and traded me for this. My other 357 is still a bit better than this. When I got it, it was set up really badly. I think he used motor oil, in fact. Cyclone Boys Feiwu. This used to be the best budget 3x3. New Island Phoenix. I think this was actually the first cube I ever tested for. Yushin 3x3. It's alright. Feels kind of like a Diane 3x3, but Moyu Hualong. I hated this at first. Now it's alright. I hated it because it wasn't really that fast. I traded for it. Last guy to own it was a nub. Set it up badly. A Moyu Weilong V1. Kind of old. Good. That's all. New Island Lightning or Chi Thunderclap. Almost considered making one of these my main a while ago, but I did not. How could I forget my actual main, Luna, the Gans 357. Still the best 3x3 I own. I think I'll be sticking with this one for a while. Dude, such a good cube. No catches, nothing. Here is an F3. Got this a while ago. Oh yeah, I forgot they could do that. It's not bad for how old it is and the mech it uses. This one's a Chi Sail. It is my favorite cheap 3x3. And one of my favorite 3x3s in general. Another New Island Phoenix. I believe I was one of the first people to get one in white. Very solid cube, I like it. Fangshi Guanying. Decent cube, kind of fast. It's a good cube, I guess. Raphael cube, which now I'm pretty sure is just a U-long. I didn't even notice I changed the color scheme a bit. This was my old Zanchi I got a long time ago. I didn't like it, so I just kind of turned it into my signature cube. Kenneth Brandon, Red KB, Felix Zemdegs, Billy Hansen. We got Keaton. I think I got this before his world record thing. And this is Anthony Brooks. He wrote his best time on there. Bong's Design and Mei Ying. Okay, Kong's Design. So I actually recorded an unboxing for this, but I never actually finished it or uploaded it. Yeah, it's a good cube, I guess. What's this? Oh, I remember what this is. This is a Guanlong with U-long corners, and it's not great. But I didn't like the Guanlong or the U-long, so putting them together can't really make it much better. Rubik's Wood Cube. Got this when I started cubing. They're still not really rare, and still not very good. This is the inverse to that Guanlong U-long. This one's a U-long with Guanlong edges, and I like this one more. Oof. Oof. Let's see how many cubers remember this one. This was the Rubik's Transformer Cube, and the reason people even bought this was because it had surprisingly better plastic than all the other Rubik's Cubes. Also, the tensions were always a lot looser. So, this was probably my first 3x3 speed cube. Oh, this thing's so old. I love this thing, though. It kind of felt like a worse Ghost Hand. Speaking of Ghost Hand, we have a Ghost Hand 3x3 here. Ghost Hand version 1. This one is purple. Old cube. I still never had a Ghost Hand version 2, and I always wanted one. It's a classic, I guess. Rubik's Icon Cube. This was my second 3x3, I think. Yeah, that wasn't very good. I think I lubed that with olive oil. Oh, I'm full of regrets. My Gans 356 Midnight, as I call her. She's Luna's slightly inferior sister. This one's actually the S, and I think lightly modded. All my cubes are falling down. I probably should have thought of a better place to put them. This one was actually my very first Rubik's Cube, and coincidentally it was also my dad's Rubik's Cube. 20 or 30 years old by now. This one's a piece of work. For a while this is all I had. This is what I learned on. A lot of nostalgia in this cube. Too bad it sucks. Here is my shiny green Huanying, and I like this cube mostly for its color. Very loud. Good cube though. This one was my uncle's old Rubik's Cube. This one's pretty bad. My other New Island Lightning or Chi Thunderclap. Again, very good. And finally, my F2. This one was also very classic. But unfortunately, my friend popped a piece in his house and I could never find it, so maybe one day. Very good cube though, I miss this one. Probably one of the best old school cubes. Now let's go on to other WCA puzzles. We'll start with the worst, which is Skewb. This is a Lan. See ya. The next worst would be Megaminx. I think this is QJ, which is pretty bad. Yeah, Mega's pretty bad. This was my first Pyraminx. I actually don't know what brand this is, so if anybody recognizes this with the shiny stickers, then please tell me. I believe some people actually used this back in the day to speed cube with. It was always kind of crap. This was one of my first cubes I think I ever got. I think I got it back in 2009 or so. Shangshao Pyraminx. It's okay. I haven't modded it yet. This here is actually my very, very first speed cube. MF8 Square 1 version 1. That usually doesn't happen, but just pretend it didn't. I love this thing. This is one of my favorite puzzles in my collection. I don't think I'd ever want to give this one up. Such a classic. It feels nicer than the Chi, that's for sure. Now we have the Chi. I might make some more videos on this soon. I just haven't because of time. I modded this a while ago, and I kind of need to remod it. Good Square 1. Diane Pyraminx, very good. Corner cut's the best out of any Pyraminx I've ever tried. You have to take out the ball bearings for it to be any good. And it's pink! How could you go wrong with pink? Here we have a Moyu Pyraminx. And actually I lied earlier, this is the very first cube I ever tested. This is my main in competitions, although I still kind of prefer my Diane, but I can't use it because it's transparent. And I know this isn't WCA anymore, but here is my Magic. I actually had an older Magic a while ago, but somebody in my school back in 6th grade broke it. Let's get to 1x1s. Cubicle 1x1. Here are 3 1x1s I made back in, I don't even remember one. This was my first one, you can tell because it's crap. I don't remember which one I made after that. Here they are, yellow and Rubik's Icon Cube. And by that, I was just too lazy to color them, so I just used pen and pencil. I don't know if I should even count this, but it was with my other 1x1s, so I'm putting it in there. Now to shape mods, you guys know I love shape mods, except for the part where I hate them. Here is an axis cube, or axle cube, it has different names, or in YJ's case, angle fluctuation cube. This was my very first shape mod, I think. An old YJ Fisher cube. Uses the old stickers. I think they use different stickers now. Turned very well for the time, and I'm actually kind of impressed with it. Shangshao mirror blocks. Don't even get me started on this. I hate this thing. Crazy Fisher cube, and it's transparent purple, of course. That's the only reason I got it. I think there's only 130 of these in the world, or 140. So that's neat. Here is a ghost cube. Of course, the only color you can legally have a ghost cube in is white on black, because all the others look like crap. And yes, it looks very nice. Probably my favorite shape mod, but I hate shape mods. Now let's get on to non-WCA puzzles. Don't know why I pulled this one out first, but the Moyu Moyan. It's pretty much a cross cube shape mod. If you know 5x5 centers, this thing's pitifully easy. Oof, oof. My AI cube that I made by combining a Shangshao 2x2 with a Diane MF8 4x4, and it's pretty bad, but here's the other part of it. This one turns worse, so I don't use this one. Here, I think this is one of my favorite cubes I have in my collection. This is the Pitcher Insanity Cube, and it's in metallic pink. This is such a good solve. It's a pretty difficult cube. A lot of people keep saying it looks like a freaking ghost cube, but this is much, much better than a ghost cube. Get one of these, it's really good. I love this thing. Here I have a curvy copter, I believe Lan. I don't solve it too much, but It's fun when I do. This one I love. This is my Diane Dinos Cube, I believe. Very fun cube. Stickerless, and the only reason I got it stickerless is because the solve is a lot more difficult if you get it in stickerless. I love corner turning cubes, so this was right up my alley. Definitely get one of these. It's one of my favorites. This here is the only puzzle I ever made that I have in the Twisty Puzzle Museum. I call it my 3x3x4 half proportional eye cube or something stupid like that. Solve is actually pretty good. It's just like an eye cube. Here's the counterpart. Quad cubes. Oh, this was a really old cube. I think these are actually East Sheens inside here. I got this back when I was 12 or 11. Actually, yeah, 11. Boob cube. Awesome cube. Can't solve it. Snow Mystery. I love Very Puzzles cubes, or puzzles. This one's very easy. A lot of Very puzzles are pretty tough, but this one's very easy. This is a really good one. David Pitcher Octo Star. One of my favorites. It's a pretty tough solve, I think. It's really fun. There's a parody at the end, which can be pretty nasty, but yeah. Meffert's Rainbow Nautilus. This one's probably the prettiest looking puzzle I own. The solve's not too hard. It uses a similar mech to a square one. It's a very fun puzzle, and it looks super impressive. I believe this one's called an Entrapment. I believe my grandmother gave this to me a while ago. Oh, I miss her. This one's a pretty easy puzzle. It's pretty old. This is a Pyraminx Crystal from Meffert's. I got this actually at the Beyond Rubik's Cube unveiling museum expedition thing, whatever it was, and it's not too hard of a puzzle. I think I came up with my own solution, but it doesn't turn very well. Here is a QJ Super Square one, or in this case, a BJ Super Square one. It turns better than I thought it would, but the solve's very nice, so I like that. Rubik's Void Cube, got this a few years ago. Pretty nice to solve, one of the better void cubes, and here I made a Bandage Cube a long time ago. I solved it like twice, but I didn't want to be bothered to solve it again. Moving on, we have an old favorite of mine. This is a Diane Bermuda Jupiter Cube. This one actually got me stuck for the longest time. Eventually, I kind of analyzed the cube and started completely over, and I solved it. I felt very proud of myself on that day. Here we have a Lan Rex Cube. I actually recorded an unboxing for this a super long time ago, but that never saw the light of day. Here is a Gear Cube. I don't really like it, but it's a decently built cube. I don't even remember when I got this, actually. Here we have a mini Geranium. I actually figured out how to solve this one, and I was super proud of myself. But yeah, this one's a really nice puzzle. I don't know if they still make these anymore, actually. Very nice puzzle. Strongly recommend it. One of my favorite puzzles. The Geraniums. Speaking of Geraniums, here is my pocket Geranium, and I still haven't solved this one. It's kind of tough. I have a plan on what I want to do to solve it. I'm just kind of a little stuck with it. I'm thinking of kind of reducing it to a mini Geranium and then going from there, but we'll see. Very well built puzzle. I don't know if you can actually buy these anymore. If you can get your hands on one of these, this is a great puzzle. The Geraniums are a great series, and I wish I could own them all. This is my brain twist that somebody at Doylestown broke by not knowing how to turn it, and then smashing it against a table. I don't know why he did that, and unfortunately I haven't been able to fix it. Unlike that nice puzzle, here we have a Rubik's 360. These things are crap. It's not even a puzzle. Okay, so now let's move on to things I'm not entirely sure count or not, but I'll include them anyways. Rubik's Snake. I think I remember getting this from the Tooth Fairy, from my very last lost tooth. Aw, how cute. I'm an adult now. Rubik's Slide. It's not really a puzzle game, more like a series of mini games, but it was kind of fun. Rubik's Revolution. Get ready for loud. Ugh. I remember getting this. Don't even remember what for. Probably my birthday or Christmas. It was filled with mini games, and it was kind of fun for a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know what to even call this, but I think I actually got inspired for this from some obscure YouTube channel back in the day. I think his name was like the Rubik's Guy or Rubik's Dude or something. He made a lot of cool Rubik's like Lego puzzles. I got inspired for a couple puzzles from him. He was actually the one who showed me how to make my Lego 1x2x3. It was a really long time ago. I don't even know if he's active anymore. Probably not. If I can find his channel, I'll link it. This one I'm really not sure. It's like a plastic burr puzzle and it's super cheap. It looks pretty. I think this is a brain cube, which is like a disassembly cube, and then you put it back together. This is a Lego sliding puzzle. It's not much of a puzzle, considering there's no solution and there's only 4 pieces, but It was a proof of concept. I think I made a video on it a long time ago. I was very proud of this one. Maybe I'll expand it in the future, but I just don't have the pieces. Speaking of sliding puzzles, here's the definition of cheap. A smiley face sliding puzzle that isn't very good. I actually got into speed sliding a long time ago. I haven't practiced it in a while, but you don't speed slide with physical puzzles, so this isn't very useful. And now we go into the pile of shame. Here. What is this? This is sad. No, this is my half-truncated cube, where I ruined a perfectly good Transformers cube and turned it into garbage. As you can tell, these are obviously legit CubeSmith stickers by their stunning quality. Here's what it was supposed to look like. I don't even know why I had this model, but it was next to it. Here's something sad. Evil twin 4x4, made from dollar store cubes. Never make mods with dollar store cubes, but you can't actually solve it without it falling apart. Don't do this to yourself. Oh, the bag of bad. I think somewhere in here I had a very bad attempt at making a 2x2x3, but I never finished it. Look at that quality. Don't be like me. And this mess. I don't even remember what this was, but it was $1. And I think the worst offender is this. My paper 2x2 worked for about 2 turns and then fell apart. And again, not pictured are my paper 3x3, which was probably even worse than that, but at least it looked better. And yes, so that's my collection. Now I'm just going to lay them out, probably on my bed or somewhere, just so you can see them all, and then I'll sign off. So here everything is. Let's see. You can see pretty much everything here. 6 years in the making, I guess. So again, thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. It means so much to me. Sorry for not uploading so much, besides those couple cancerous videos I made with a friend on my birthday. Remember to leave a comment asking me some sort of question for my Q&A video that I'll make eventually. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.